With the 5 Kage being taken down by Madara, a team comprised of their village's strongest shinobi who stand at the top, even with Naruto asking, "Why is Madara over here?" Now, understanding they were facing Madara, somebody stated to reign supreme with the Mangekyo Sharingan and the strongest ninja of his clan. Also, with the destructive power of his Susanoo complete form being comparable to the tailed beast. What if Naruto, with the power of the strongest tailed beast, with just a clone of Naruto being able to force Madara to use his Rinnegan, with statements saying Kurama and Naruto are the strongest two-man cell, with just half of the Kyuubi's power said to be capable of turning the world to ash, fought Madara with the 5 Kage. Could the Kage in the Child of Prophecy defeat the Uchiha's unrivaled leader? Please, before we get into the video, like, subscribe, shooting for 5K, let's get to it. With the original battle ending with the Kage being on life support, what would Naruto truly change? Well, quite a lot. With Naruto's aunt from Kurama being able to put his previous power to shame, power strong enough to fight pain said to be invincible, with multiple statements of Naruto surpassing Jiraiya already seem to be astounding with power, with the 3 Sannin already being stated to be rivals to the 5 Kage, with the likes of Tsunade and Jiraiya being on par with the Orochimaru, someone who was seen as Konoha's strongest enemy being over the 3rd Hokage, who was still considered the strongest out of all 5 Kage. With Naruto not having power that surpasses the Sannin, and to the point where he could fight pain, while somebody like Kakashi with the help of Choji and his dad still couldn't defeat just the Deva path, but Naruto upon arriving was able to one-shot the Ashra path as well as punch away the Preta path, and with just taijutsu from Sage mode he was able to overpower the Deva path, proving why top joining like Shikaku Naruto saying Naruto is in a class of his own isn't out of the realm of possibility, with Naruto asking no one to get into the fight between him and Pain, with Shikamaru's dad simply agreeing. And taking this statement into perspective, this is Shikaku, who was the main intelligence in Shinobi Alliance, knowing of all the Shinobi's capabilities and most of the top ranking members in the leaf, with him still saying that Naruto is in a class of his own, with even Naruto just with the Rasen Shuriken after training was stated by Kakashi to potentially have surpassed him. But by this point, with all these feats being proven, that Naruto has greatly surpassed this tier of power, with not only him improving that said jutsu that was able to one-shot Kakuzu and take out his remaining hearts, but also being able to throw it and be able to one-shot a path of pain, with him now having even more destructive capability than the same Naruto that Kakashi thought surpassed him, as well as Kakashi, who was able to take on 2 Akatsuki members while also picking up the slack with the Team 10 that was there supporting. But Naruto now is completely over that same Kakashi. With this Sage mode power making even Zetsu, someone who watched the entire Itachi and Sasuke fight, say that Naruto may be stronger than Sasuke, with Sage mode Naruto being so strong in fact that Tsunade, before learning of Naruto's mastery of the 9 tails, thought it was vital to include Naruto into the war, knowing that they would need to play the invaluable piece that is Naruto if they hope to win, with Naruto also being able to fight his half of Kurama with the help of Kushina, with Kurama questioning just what power is this. Now obtaining the power of the 9 tails, Naruto now holds the power to speed blitz Kisame with no effort, the same Kisame that was taken down by a 7th grade guy and even rivaling his father's speed, someone that thought to be the fastest shinobi to ever live, who also looked over the previous destruction of the leaf from Naruto's mind done by Pain and still considered Obito to be Konoha's greatest threat, but still was able to pretty much slap the version of Obito that he fought many years ago, forcing Obito to retreat. Not only that, with his base stats also raising up, with him being able to run around the world with a killer bee who just in base was able to completely overpower the Raikage, while Raikage was going top speed, while B didn't even go into his D2 close state. Still, B was able to completely overpower him with his lariat, with B also being able to fight a 3-Tomoe Sharingan Itachi, the same 3-Tomoe Sharingan Itachi with just 14 was pretty much able to make a Orochimaru leave the Akatsuki, and also with his 3-Tomoe Sharingan was able to pretty much destroy Akakashi in part 1. And this is a Edo Itachi with no illness, and base B was able to pretty handily go against this Itachi. This Naruto proceeds to hit all the battlefields of the war at the same time by the use of the Shadow Clone Jutsu, with the clones being weaker than the main host, but still being able to take down people like the previous Kage and the 3rd Raikage, someone who's able to fight the full 8 tails unarmed and able to fight 10,000 enemies for 3 days and 3 nights, with Dota saving a clone over actual living people, realizing just how important Naruto is. The clone then later goes into Sage mode, being able to perceive his attacks, somewhat of near speed of the 4th Raikage, and proceeds to defeat the 3rd Raikage. Naruto is also able to take down all the other enemies from the other companies, with Naruto running into Edo Itachi, being able to throw hands with him for a brief moment, also with Itachi saying that he's impressed with Naruto's improvement, not to mention him being able to take on the 5 reanimated Jinchuriki that have now obtained the Rinnegan and Sharingan. Naruto then goes through another change with the Nine Tails finally opening up to Naruto, letting him use the full power of his chakra, with them finally becoming the strongest 2-man cell. With his power being so strong, he was able to completely disregard the other tail beast bombs and move so fast Kakashi thought that Minato, his sensei, was there in the flesh. This chakra mode now having the Kurama avatar being able to use the full power tail beast bomb, with just 4 tails Naruto's tail beast bomb being so destructive that Yamato comments there is no opening for him to jump into the battle with him and Orochimaru when he literally has the power to retain Biju. And Naruto, with the full power of the Kyuubi, now has the tail beast bomb powerful enough to pretty much collide with all the other Biju except for Gyuki and pretty much hold it to a stalemate. Not to mention him being able to create clones near equal to this power as well, with other clones being able to assist in Sage mode, etc, etc, with him having other perk abilities like better Sentry, and also being able to give his chakra to other people around him, and not only that, being able to potentially even heal people with this given chakra, and being able to make partial parts of Kurama as well when not have to even go into the full avatar, as well as him being in KCM1 still being able to use the tail beast spawn as like a Rasengan, also with multiple other limbs with his regular arm, etc, etc. So obviously Naruto will be pretty helpful asset in the battle against Madara going against the 5 Kage. Now the original battle, one of the main things that turned the tide is when Madara started using wood style to be able to make clones, which were able to make Susanoo after Madara decided to, you know, test the 5 Kage just to see how they would be able to do against those said clones. But this is where Naruto would come in. The role Naruto plays here would be honestly the best possible thing that could help the 5 Kage win. Now with Naruto being able to not only create clones near equal to his power, but him also having speed on the same level as the Raikage or even over him, and not to mention Onoki's Waiter Jutsu that could possibly be able to make Naruto even lighter, boosting his speed. And also noting Naruto will also have the power necessary to break Madara Susanoo with just Tsunade's strength being able to crack it, so Naruto having the tail beast bomb and just his base KCM form now should be strong enough to be able to break or crack the Susanoo. And with assistance from Tsunade and Raikage coming from all sides, as well as Inoki with this particle style, the Susanoo should be able to falter. Not to mention with Gaara-sen being able to add defenses to the oncoming assault just in case Madara tries to retaliate with anything that he could do, Gaara would still be in the back, also being able to aid. But now Madara's wood style being able to retain Biju chakra would probably pose a problem, but not as much as you think, with Naruto getting out of it while fighting Madara and Obito pretty easy. He could even say with the help of the others like Inoki's particle style and Raikage being there, even if he got caught, it really wouldn't matter given that all the support he would have would be able to get him out of it. Naruto also being able to create the clones that can go into Sage mode that would have sensory capabilities and reaction speed and strength to aid in the coordination of the Kage. We could even possibly see other coordinations like with Naruto coordinating with the Mizukage in the mist, being able to tell her exactly where Madara would be with his new sensory capabilities, or with also Mizukage being able to go in with Naruto with her having her lava style as well as having her mist that could be able to burn through Susanoo. And given that Naruto would be a clone, there will be no risk of Mizukage hurting the other group because the other group would probably be away from it, but Mizukage will be able to get close enough to Madara without risking, you know, actually burning her teammate. Now of course Madara will be able to make his wood clones that could use Susanoo, but given that Naruto should be able to make KCM clones being able to use the tail beast bomb, that should be able to fight with them and also with each perspective Kage, and they shouldn't be that big of an issue, especially with people like Gaara and the Mizukage being able to react to them, and people like Tsunade and the Raikage being able to fight with them as well. Also with Inoki being able to use his weighted Jutsu to be able to weight down the Susanoo, as well as using his particle style to completely blow them all away after helping the Raikage. But you could argue that Naruto could share his 9 tails chakra with the Kage, giving them amps strong enough to make Shinobi fight against 10 tails, allowing someone like Tsunade to have even more chakra, which can keep her 100 healing jutsu jutsu active and apply healing to the Kage with the help of her slug, pretty much making an endless supply of everybody being healed and pretty much nobody going down in the fight against Madara. Now the biggest thing here would be obviously Madara's perfect Susanoo, assuming that they didn't seal him away before he uses it. Now Naruto with his Nine Tails avatar would be able to fight the Susanoo, I do believe that, but I don't believe that he'll be able to beat him. That just wouldn't correlate with the story at this point, given that even a Sage mode Hashirama after being reanimated, although was weaker than his prime, was still having trouble with Madara's perfect Susanoo, and I don't think Case Him to Naruto at this point is over Hashirama, at least not yet. But the only way I see it happening, if Naruto can somehow get Madara out of the Susanoo with maybe having combo attacks with the Inoki using his particle style. You could even say that Inoki could weight down the Susanoo with his weighted Jutsu, and he could slow down the Susanoo, given that he was able to make a meteorite coming from space from the Shibaku Tensei be light enough for him to stop it with the help of Gaara. So it is possible that he could be able to touch the Susanoo and be able to weight it down, making it more heavier for Madara to pretty much operate, making Naruto easier to fight it, making it slower and easier to fight. And also with Gaara from the outside being able to apply assistance with his sand, as well as, you know, be able to fly around and help Naruto in any incoming attacks as well. You could argue they could get the job done, especially with people like Tsunade also being able to summon her slug as well, and either other people like potentially the Mizukage being able to use her lava on the outside as well. But we already know that the perfect Susanoo is a really big construct of, you know, a Susanoo, so it would be kind of hard for the other lesser people like Raikage and the Mizukage, who really kind of don't have big flashy jutsu like people per se, like maybe Gaara with his sand or Inoki with his particle style. But I do believe with the help of Naruto, Inoki, and Gaara, you could make cases for Madara still losing, but I'm not opposed to you saying that Madara still ends up beating them in the end. But that's assuming that they don't end up sealing Madara away before that takes place, because they were literally just about to do it and Madara decided to break out the perfect Susanoo. But one thing that we have to understand is that if you keep destroying the Edo body, it'll have to keep rehealing, so it wouldn't make sense for Madara to pretty much be able to pull out his perfect Susanoo, as Naruto was able to add in his own attacks with that onslaught, pretty much allowing Madara to actually take damage while also trying to absorb the other jutsu. So we could pretty much see Naruto then being able to seal Madara away before he ends up pulling the perfect Susanoo out. But again, if you would like to assume that he does end up pulling out, you could make a case for Madara still willing. I'm not opposed to that at all. It's really up to you and what you think decides when it comes to that. But there is a great possibility that Naruto and the Five Kage would be able to seal Madara before that takes place. But when it comes down to it, Naruto being there would definitely increase the chances of the Five Kage getting out of there alive, with all their expertise and all their abilities being able to be tumbled on top of Naruto's abilities, and with Naruto's pretty much seemingly limitless potential with him fully accessing Kurama, there is a possibility for the Uchiha Ghost to finally go down. But what do you think? Do you think Naruto can beat them with the help of Five Kage, or do you think that Naruto and the Five Kage still end up getting stumped, making it easier for Madara to go ahead and continue out his plan by taking Naruto right then and there? Comment down below what you think. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as turn on post notifications and watch my other videos if you enjoyed the video like this one. Love you all. Stay blessed. We out.